Please like, subscribe, and be sure to click that bell button for regular and exciting indie film content and your chance to be the first to engage with the Liftoff Global Network of Film Festivals as we embark on launching the careers of the filmmakers of tomorrow.
Okay everyone, hi and welcome to today's stream. Today we're looking at two festivals. We're looking at the Hollywood First Time Filmmaker Showcase and the Amsterdam Liftoff the Liftoff Show. Oh my gosh, my brain. The Amsterdam Liftoff Film Festival as well.
Yeah.
Cool, so I'm just sorting out the stream here. Thank you for those that are joining us live. Fantastic. Okay, who are you?
Hello, who am I? I'm Connor. I'm with the Liftoff team as well. So
great, and I can see that there are a few people in the chat room now. There's 4 people watching. So if you have any questions or have any thoughts on the films that you've been watching, if you're a filmmaker supporting a particular film, leave your comment in the chat room and we will do our best to answer any of those questions that you might have or give you a shout out for the films that are here supporting this stream and supporting the festivals. We are going to start with the Hollywood First Time Filmmaker Showcase. It has been starting from the 2nd of October through to the 23rd of October. So we're roughly halfway through. We've got a little bit of time left on that. Sorry, 23rd of October? On the screen it clearly says 30th of October.
Yeah.
So that's my fault, little typo in our script there. So yes, it is roughly halfway through and we are going to be starting with the focus groups later this week, and next week we have the online networking event as well. So we'll be looking over those a little bit more in today's stream as well. And then we've got some statistics, don't we?
Yeah. So
we've got some statistics and we also have some of the audience tops films. But before we go there, we're just going to talk a little bit more about the competition, how it all runs, and what the prizes are. So I think we should start with that. So as noted, the festival is running for 1 month and we're halfway through. After this first initial round, we'll also be looking at the network round. So the network round is essentially the finalists of the festivals that move into the network round. So at the moment we're in the audience round, so filmmakers, friends and families in our audience are voting for their top favourite films, but alongside that we have the jury also going through all of the films as well. So once the festival comes to a close, the 2 top films from each of the programmes on the audience votes will go through, and then the top jury voted films will go through as well. The jury can put through as many films as they like to support the festival and to make sure that the finalists are moving into that next round. And then from there we will be selecting our winners. Let's take a look at what is taking place in the festival. So we've got lots of different festival activities. We have the focus group coming up later this week, and then next week we have the online networking event that you can take part in. To sign up to the focus group is now closed. That closes, I believe, at 12 o'clock today, so that has just gone by. But the online networking is still open, so all you'll need to do is head over to the hub and you'll be able to access that. If you are a filmmaker taking part, you'll also be emailed all of that information. So do sign up because they are really fun. Con and I will be most likely leading that as well, and it is a really fun opportunity. It'll be your first one.
I think it will be, yeah. It's a really excellent opportunity to try connect and meet new sort of people. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a really good event, and you'll have an opportunity to share a minute of your work as well. So you'll get to meet lots of different filmmakers and act as part of the Liftoff team and the Liftoff community, and then you'll also be able to share work with each other as well. So you instantly get to see the different areas that filmmakers and creators are working in. All right. Okay, so let's start. Do you want to take it away by taking a look at the local filmmakers?
Absolutely. Thank you, Natalie. So our local filmmakers, we have a total of 17 different votes and 30 from the audience. These are various different little projects that have been selected by our sort of various committees. So first up we have
Whoop, there we go.
Hybrid Brad with 5 votes. One Edward Borleni, I'm so sorry, I'm bad at names. This will not be the last time this stream. About an earthly and unearthly tale about an alien named Rex who creates a hybrid son using a human donor egg, and by the time he's a teenager, the son Brad wants to live on Earth.
Amazing. So what's the next film?
The next film we have is And Free, with ironically 3 votes by Stephanie Rassenbach from the USA as well. It's a story of Ger and Tash, old neighborhood childhood friends, who are forced to reconnect alone at Ger's family new vacation house after both of their parents are strangely unable to make it. They soon come around to opening up to one another, sharing their current thoughts and feelings on life, until they both hit a dark, unresolved childhood memory, and that they soon discover holds the answer to their very existence.
Wow.
Sounds very cool and interesting.
Absolutely, and the poster, I absolutely love the poster. The font there and the colours and the tones, the whole thing.
Yeah, it all creates a very good sort of aesthetic and vibe, for lack of a better phrase. Next we have Memento Mori with 3 votes by Ariana Garcia. An unborn soul gets to preview her life in the form of a film screening and must make the ultimate decision to go or not to go. Ooh. Very complicated and interesting, fertile ground for sort of storytelling. Yeah. And finally, we have Tinderbox with 3 votes by Aidan Troy Weber. Pardon me. A painter, a painting, and a muse are thrust into a vortical dance. Idealized identity must be reconciled with actual identity, and possession becomes a two-way street. So I think that's very interesting, sort of fertile ground for sort of filmmaking about the art and the artist, and when one ends and one begins.
This film also did score extremely high with our jury, so hopefully it will be migrating into that network round, which we mentioned at the beginning. But all can change, as we still have a lot of votes left to come in.
So vote.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're going to move on to the New Voice Shorts page. So this is our program that is dedicated to first-time filmmakers and student filmmakers and filmmakers who have maybe made a career change into this industry. So let's take a look at the votes so far. So we have one film that is currently stormed in the lead. It is currently on 14 votes. It is called Holger. Fantastic, moody poster that we have there with the red tones and the jewelry in display. This is directed by a German filmmaker called Jikar Bugata, and all that Holger ever wanted in his life is to be Prime Minister of North Rhine-Westphalia. But his opponent has more power and is one step away from changing Germany's history again. The next film that we have is Inheritance. This is on 5 votes. It is directed by Crystal Rose from Canada. Nice to get a filmmaking team from Canada in here as well. When Marissa's work from home day is interrupted by unexpected visitors, secret unravel to reveal her true motives.
Ooh, more serious.
Okay, so we're going to move on to the next program there. Actually, I totally didn't announce the statistics on this page. And this page is doing very well. So far, on the New Voice Shorts page, we've had 39 votes in, and we have an audience hitting into the 60s, which is fantastic numbers. Yeah. But there is a difference there, so you'll see that we have an audience of 60, but we've only got votes of 39. It means that there are still a few people left to leave their votes. Remember that you have to vote for your 2 favourite films in order for your votes to count, otherwise they will not qualify. Okay, so we're going to move on to the features page. Connor, do you want to take it away?
Yep, so our features, I'll start with the statistics.
Yes.
More statistics. So we got 8 votes, but an audience of 25. So again, there's plenty of people who haven't voted just yet. So all these sort of things are subject to change, hopefully, to remember to vote. But the first film that we have tied on 3 votes is between Phi 1.618 by Fyodor Ushchev of Bulgaria. And it's about, in the worst of times, science conquers death. A micronation of bio-titans is created, a new breed of loveless, asexual, immortal men, built to fit the golden ratio Phi 1.618. They prepare to leave behind the toxic planet Earth and colonize the cosmos on board a colossal spaceship. All very interesting science fiction, things like that, and some reference to art, the golden ratio. I remember that.
Okay.
I tried to do it myself. Then we have Snow Angel by Gabriel Allard from Canada in the aftermath of a fatal drunk driving accident in a snowy village at the eastern tip of Quebec. A screwed up ex-pro snowboarder decides to pack up her cabin and leave town for good, but someone or something seems intent on stopping her.
So this film, again, has been doing extremely well with the other Liftoff Film Festivals. I think it's been involved in maybe 3 or 4 of the different Liftoff Film Festivals. And every time it comes back from the jury in the high 9s, and I think he has even come back with a 10. So if you have access to the features program for the Hollywood First Time Filmmaker Showcase, go and check this film out. But go and check them all out. They're all really, really great films. So we are going to move on now. We're going to move on to the Amsterdam Liftoff Film Festival. And this festival went live last week, well, on the 9th of October, and is running all the way through to the 6th of November. So this is our first roundup for this festival. It runs very similar to what you've just seen with the Hollywood First Time Film Festival. We'll be talking a little bit about what to expect over the festival month, and also how to get involved in those different online networking and focus groups. And then we'll also be looking at the films that are in the lead from the audience perspective on the different programs. But I just wanted to highlight again, so everyone is aware, that when you are voting for your films, you have to vote for 2 films. This way, you'll be able to watch lots of films and place the votes that you think should be placed accordingly. It's a really good opportunity to sit and support lots of independent filmmakers' work. So let's take a look at Amsterdam, and the first thing we're going to do is look at the festival activities. So we have every Monday these roundups. Here we are. We'll be doing these for the rest of the month as well. We have on the 17th of October the script focus group, so we're really looking forward to meeting the officially selected screenwriters who will be having the opportunity to pitch their work to the network later on this month. Then we also have on the 24th of September the festival focus group, so for the filmmakers, and an opportunity to meet each other and share their work. On the 1st of November, we have our online networking event, and this is a really fun event. We mentioned that for the Hollywood. That was coming up first, but then on the 1st of November, later this week, all of the information will be released for both the focus groups and the online networking. Do try and get involved with that. That is a highlight of the festival, especially for me. I absolutely love meeting our filmmakers. And then on the 8th of November to the 15th of November, we have our network round. This is where the films that have scored the highest from the audience round move into that network round, and the jury's favourite films also move into the network round. And then on the 20th of November, or around that time, we will be announcing the winners. Lots going on for the Amsterdam Festival. For the prizes, I just wanted to recap what they were. There are 3 prizes up for grabs. We have our Audience Choice Award. This is when we invite up to 4 films to come and join us on our YouTube channel. They get a director-style commentary where we screen their film muted in the background, and then we do a Q&A with them, each of the teams. They're really fun. We already have loads of these on our YouTube channel. If it sounds like something you're interested in, go and check those out. We then also have our overall festival winners. This could be winners and special mentions. So our overall winners would be Best Short Film, Best Documentary, Best Short Documentary, and Best Feature Film. And then we have special mentions in specific categories. If you receive an overall festival win, you will also be shortlisted for a Liftoff Season Award. Then we also have our own category for the Liftoff Season Awards, where we shortlist a lot of filmmakers prior to then being officially selected. So they're the 3 stages of the competition. Okay, should we take a look? Should I start this time?
Yeah, I'll start. Okay, so we got next up is our local filmmakers from Amsterdam. So we have 6 votes total, but an audience of 25. So again, just reiterate. I know we're beating a dead horse, but reiterate. Make sure you do vote, and all these things are subject to change to a certain amount. But first things first, we have a film. War This Was.
This was.
I am so sorry. I apologise to anyone involved in titling. But we have that has a total of 3 votes, and it's by Yuri Smol of the Netherlands. So, a happy family has lived in a detached house in the middle of nowhere for years until one day a small stone hits their window. The family cannot find out who did this. There is nothing or no one. They search in vain for different solutions. Meanwhile, larger and larger stones appear. They do not only damage the house, but also cause the host family bond. The family members deal with the situation in their own way, while the stones keep coming. When the situation gets worse, the family gets tied up with each other's processing methods. The problem manifests itself until the tension between the family members become bigger than the stones themselves. The film is told from the perspective of the daughter. She sees the family slowly falling apart.
And the poster is absolutely fantastic. And there, if you are Dutch, you'll be able to read what Connor was trying to say. Just a little side note on this project. I was looking at it, I've seen it, and then I was looking at our jury's votes as well on this film, and it is extremely wow. It scored a 10 across the board. So if you have a ticket to this program, please do go and check this film out. It is absolutely fantastic. Performances are phenomenal, camera work insane, and you're just hooked from the beginning. Go in and watch this film.
Yeah, very strong praise there. The next film we have is North Star with 2 votes by Megalin Anzik Trifkov. Again, I apologise to the Netherlands. But in this exploration of love, grief and connection, Pestel embarks on a emotional journey to meet his sister Mary one last time. So, yeah.
There we have it. Okay, so the next program we're going to be looking at is the Judges Select Shorts. We've got 26 votes in so far, and we've got an audience into their 50s. So thank you, everyone, for engaging with this program. But we have only received half of the votes of the people that are watching, so this may all change in a couple of weeks. Well, by the time we're back here on Monday, it may have already changed.
Exactly.
So the first film I'm mentioning here today is Dating IRL, which is on 9 votes. This is by Simon Redstone from the USA. Inspired by the real-life shit that happens to single women in their 40s, we follow Amelia and Molly as they ditch the apps and attempt to find love in the real world. In the IRL, in the real world.
Yeah.
There we go. Then we've got a fantastic film here that is shot on Super 8. If you're a fan of film or Super 8, then go and check this film out. It is by UK filmmaker Lucas Butchets. A man runs after his ideal body. Literally. What a fantastic logline there. Nice and short and snappy, just like a Super 8 project. Well done.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on then to the next program.
Next is the New Voices. Sorry, okay. We've got a current total of 9 votes. We're an audience of 16. So these are pretty tight, but like we've got still some room for things to change and stuff. So, again, make sure you're voting. First, we have.
There's no poster.
Oh, there's no poster. I saw that. I should have seen that. We did decide. Ayahuasca, yes. I apologise. By Gabriella Rose Gabig. The premier immersive and simulative audiovisual experience of ayahuasca. So this is very interesting. It's sort of multimedia. We're seeing sort of more and more of that kind of stuff these days. So I think this definitely has the chance to be something really worthwhile. It's currently on 2 votes. Then the next project, which we have a poster for, is Jupiter Cove with 2 votes by Anna Chavez. So, centuries after the reign of the Greek gods, Zeus and his estranged wife Hera have been driven apart. Now, they have reunited at Jupiter Cove for better or worse. Big fans of Greek mythology should check this out. It's all very interesting. And then our next film is The Street is Tough with 2 votes by Maria Victoria Henriquez Vergara from Panama.
Cool.
Yeah. The catcalling is one of the most normalised forms of sexist violence. Even so, it invades the space, attacks limits freedom, and gives way to more violent expressions such as obscene gestures, invasive glances, groping, masturbation, and persecution. So, very heavy sort of subject matter, and it's already got 2 votes. So, hopefully explores this. Art is a good way to explore these kind of like subject matter and stuff. So, by the sounds of it, it's already gained some sort of appreciation.
Absolutely. So, yeah. Okay, so the final program we're going to be looking at is the features program. We've only had 8 votes in so far, but we have an audience around 30. So again, lots of votes still to come in. The first film I'm going to mention here is called Studio Session. It's on 3 votes. It is directed by Stacey Fraser from the USA. A behind-the-scenes look at the process of crafting music in a studio and a deep look at the bond between producer and artist. If you are into music development or finding out the birth of music, then go and watch this project. It was inspiring, to say the least.
Wow, high praise. That's a very interesting field.
The next project we're going to be looking at is called Deja Vu. This is on 2 votes. It is directed by Anna Morzwaka and Astrid Davtin. Sorry about the pronunciation there. Film from the Netherlands. One day, a young woman, Angela, spots a handsome lawyer in a cafe and instantly falls head over heels for him. She surfs the internet in search of information on David and learns that his ex-girlfriend, Cynthia, a famous singer, had died under unclear circumstances a year earlier. And a fantastic poster there as well. The final film I'm mentioning here is Soulful Conversation. This is on 2 votes. It is a film from Korea and it is directed by Eun-gi Yoo. Eun-gi started living off his parents after seeing his British fiancée Rebecca and their cat son Dobby off. The goal had been to go together, but his visa was delayed by COVID-19 and the Russian invasion of Ukraine. It was just good to see his mum and dad again at the start, but over time he started to feel bored and depressed in his isolation. Again, a fantastic poster idea behind there. We can really feel that. The tones are there as well. So that is everything that we wanted to talk about today. After, I've lost my mouse.
Oh, no.
There we go.
I think the posters are always very interesting to sort of get a feel for the film and stuff like that. I think it's always a very useful thing.
I think it also shows the importance of a strong film poster.
Yeah.
So, Ayahuasca, please, if you have a poster, let us find it. Send it to us if you have it as well. But that is everything. And thank you for those that have been watching. You've seen there's been a consistent number watching this, so thank you for tuning in. Like I said, there's lots of information going out on the hub this week regarding all of the events taking place in the coming weeks. Do check that out, and Connor and I will be back next Monday for the next stream.
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Goodbye.